beautiful Jamie. Hello, Brandy. How are you guys doing today? Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Today we're going to talk about chronic pain and mental health. And if you didn't see, was it the last? No, it was 2 lives ago that we had a panel on chronic pain. So today I want to dig a little deeper, and I found some articles on the Mighty about chronic pain and mental health. And so I just have some questions I'm hoping these articles will answer. Being new to chronic pain, I say new, it's been like a year and a half. Well, before that, I had chronic pain when I was working, but I didn't realize that. Hi, Nona. When I was working, I was just chugging along. And yeah, it hurt every day. But I didn't consider myself a. Oh, thank you, Jamie. It's in a pony. You're just so sweet. I didn't consider myself a chronic pain warrior. So now I do. Now I do. And I probably should have then too. I just didn't realize, in my mental health journey. Um, and I don't know how long I've been doing the Wellness Wednesdays live. Maybe a year since I've been like getting into my mental health deeper, having more questions, having time to have questions, right? Because when you're just working, especially with overtime and things like that. You're just doing what you can do. Let's stop that. Okay. And so yeah, I never really considered myself a chronic pain warrior. Now I knew plenty of them, but oh, my cat's getting in all my stuff. Not a surprise, right? So what I want to dig deeper is into chronic pain and mental health. Because what I think was happening was I was just going through the motions. So it was making me grumpy and angry and tired and having difficulty sleeping and getting around. And I wasn't present. I wasn't checking myself. I wasn't, and I'll show you, this collar is kind of weird, but I got some shirts from the Cat Lady Box. They had a big sale. Hi, Envita. You are my sunshine. It's so cute. And they had a really good, I think this was only like $7 or $8. And their t-shirts are made out of a material that's very nice on the skin. Yes, yes. I was like that all the time. I'm much more pleasant now. But yeah, I I probably have been dealing with it for a lot longer than I realized, but I think that's human nature. I think we all do that. We put up with stuff for a long time. It we may not realize how moody and grumpy we are until we're no longer in that space, which I think is I've always been a mental health advocate, always. And through my own journey, I have tried to help other people, but I think I'm becoming more aware of my own mental health and things that maybe upset me or make me grumpy or moody, or if I don't sleep well. Where before you just, um, Jamie says you get to a point where chronic pain feels normal. I think that's where I was at when I was working. I just expected it. And then it got to the point where I had difficulty leaving work. And that's when I actually went off on disability and went through the surgery and everything. When I couldn't walk to my car, I said, Crystal, we got to do something about this. So let's see. Brandy says exactly. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You just do it. Because you have to work, you have to function. And now that I have time to pay attention to what my body's telling me, and I'm old enough to see the signs, and when I was 20, even if I wasn't working, I didn't know. I was just, going through the motions. But now I am wise enough to recognize any of the issues I might be having before they get out of control, before I get angry and yell and scream and all the things that we did in our 20s, right? Nona says, I know when I was pregnant, I forgot what it was to feel good. And when I had the baby after, I felt really good. And I thought, this must be the people with constant pain feel like. Yeah, you just get used to it because at least when you're pregnant, there's hopefully an end to the battle. But yeah, exactly. Long term never goes away. Some days are good, some days are bad. And I have to tell you, I just watched, if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's on Netflix. I just watched Bridgerton. I know that's been out forever. I loved it because I love Julia Quinn, which is what the TV show Shonda Rhimes wrote it based on Julia Quinn's books. More bad than good for you. Yeah, it just depends, you may have one good day every 2 weeks, but I think we start to appreciate that one good day though. So I watched Bridgerton, then I watched Queen Charlotte. Now, the reason I'm talking about it here on my Mental Health Wednesday is because this is a fictional story, but I think they took some facts, some fiction, but it talks about King George's mental health. And I think what he had was, and they didn't, back in the 1800s or whenever this was, mental health was, not good. There was a huge stigma. So they hid it. And I think he was schizophrenic, is what I think it was. And of course, there were no medications or anything like that for him. If he wasn't schizophrenic, he was bipolar. It was it's a very good, if you are interested in mental health movies, I thought that it was a wonderful portrayal of a couple going through mental health difficulties together. I loved it. So if you get a chance to watch Queen Charlotte, it was really good. But I recommend Bridgerton first because that's how you get to know Queen Charlotte. And then when you see the movie, it's another TV show. It's like 6 episodes, maybe. It brings it together, and I cried. I was just so touched. Hello, Joe. Hello, beautiful Joe. Jamie said, babies are amazing, though. I know with Decker, he made me forget about my pain. Everything to me was about him. Jamie said, I'm getting my Roku today, so I'll check it out. Awesome, Jamie. And Jamie is in Pennsylvania, right? So yeah, I don't know if you've seen Queen Charlotte yet, Joe. I don't know if you like those movies, but if you do, it's they touch on mental health in that TV show. It's a limited TV series. I can't say, it's like they took a movie and broke it all up is what they did, but it was a really long movie because there's 6 episodes and I think they're 40 minutes a piece, something like that. So that's what I think they're doing. So anyway, it's fictional. It's not based on a true story by any means that I am aware of. They're based on romance novels by Julia Quinn, the Duke and the Duchess. And so it's just, it's a good series. I just finished it. It's not long. Was it 2 seasons? It was 2 seasons. And then Queen Charlotte, like I said, was only like 6 episodes. But the way they dealt with his mental health in that time, it just touched my heart. It just touched my heart. It was wonderful. So I can't recommend it enough. Jamie said, yes, I'm living back in Pennsylvania again. Yes. So welcome, everybody. We're going to check out some articles on how mental health and chronic illness meet, and hopefully it will answer some questions I have. I haven't read the articles. I just grabbed them from the Mighty, which is a good source for me mostly. And we're going to check those out. And also, My t-shirt says, "You are my sunshine." I got it from the Cat Lady box. They had a big sale. So I had 2 Cat Lady boxes. And of course, I opened them and did not videotape it because that's just summer's been busy. Have you guys been really busy this summer? I have been just, my calendar's full. Let's see. I had a small mental setback because of my pain. We had to remind ourselves my procedure is August 1st. I'll be back to my normal then, but it's hard remembering it's a bad day, not a bad life. Yes, Joe, it is. It is hard to remember that, especially when you're in the midst of it. And that's why a good partner can be very, very important. If they can help you to remember those things when you're in that place, that depression or and with all the pain. Um, a good partner, male or female, or a child, someone who's a good mental health partner with you, anybody that can help bring you back and say, this is temporary. This is, we're going to get through this and you're going to be better. So I totally understand, Joe. I totally understand. Um, and that happens to me as well. And what it is the wiser we get, I think, we can catch ourselves sooner before it turns into a huge setback where things have gotten out of control or other things like that. I'm so blessed. Jason is amazing. He knows exactly how to keep me focused. Yes, that is so valuable, and I know you appreciate that. It's just so valuable. Yesterday, I had to pick up my mom's friend. She just had a knee replacement, and watching her in pain made me think of what it must have been like for you. I am so sorry I wasn't there to help you. Oh, Jamie, I have a good support system. You do not feel bad. And I still got to talk to you and everything when I needed to. So you are awesome. So, but we all need somebody. We all need somebody. And I'm so glad that I have you guys. I have my Jamie. I'm so glad that I can come here and we can chat and I don't know what else to say, but I'm so glad. Okay, I think we need to start looking at the article. Oh, I did start my live chat over there so I can chat in the comments. Okay, the first article is therapy for chronic pain. And this is mental health therapy, not just therapy. Okay, now we need to go one more, and then I'm going to put my glasses on. No, I want to be in the picture. All right. What are the best mental health therapies for coping with chronic pain? So, and this is something that I'm curious about because, like I said, I'm fairly new. Like I said, that I've been aware that I am a chronic pain warrior. Okay. Chronic pain has a way of weaving into just about every aspect of your life, and it can be difficult to manage. Because chronic pain is so persistent, you often need to throw a lot of treatment approaches at it to find even a little relief. That may include therapies typically associated with the mental health world. Even though chronic pain is not a mental illness and is not all in your head. What is chronic pain? It comes in many forms and can affect several areas of your body, including your joints, muscles, and soft tissues, nerves, and even your bones. It can also be a symptom of chronic illness like fibromyalgia, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, migraine, or rheumatoid arthritis. Unlike acute pain, chronic pain is usually not connected to a specific injury. And if you live with it, you know how much of an impact it can have on your daily life and relationships. Challenges abound with every domain of life when living with chronic pain. Okay, let me come back. All right. And what I want to know from my chronic pain warriors is, while I'm reading this, do you agree with what they're saying? Because again, like I said, I am a new-ish, and I'm still learning a lot about it. And Joe, you know what? I didn't give your information to my sister. I need to do that. Now, I don't know if she'll reach out or not because um, she doesn't do that. But I still am going to give her your information. Um, just so you know, you told me to, and I forgot to do that. So I am going to make sure I do that. Because she does need somebody who can understand her better than someone like I can, you know. So let's go back to the article. Okay. Okay. Cheryl Evans, PhD, Brooklyn, New York based clinical psychologist, also lives with chronic illness, told the Mighty. It is a pervasive condition that affects one's senses of self. Many come to feel as their understanding of themselves has been shattered. The stress and frustration inherent in dealing with the healthcare system itself. Thank you very much. Yes. The lack of understanding from employers or coworkers, insensitive medical providers, and family members or friends who may mischaracterize clients as lazy or liars because they cannot comprehend the day-to-day struggles. For these and other reasons, it can be very isolating experience to deal with chronic pain and illness. Yes, I agree with her statement. I really do. Because for a long time, they didn't think fibromyalgia was real. And I believe that is what she's speaking of. So true. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I agree. How can therapy help chronic pain? When we hear therapy, we usually think mental health. As researchers learn more, however, it's clear that chronic pain can affect. Why am I having such difficulty reading this article? I'm thinking, can I make it bigger? What's going on? Do I usually do this, you guys? Do I usually sit like that? Okay. It just seems really small today for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. Okay, that's a little bit better. Full screen. Okay. My family doesn't understand because they hear it so much, they start to think you're faking it. Yes, and that is not knowing anything about it. And unfortunately, we have to educate them or they won't understand. At least that's my position on it. Trying to explain to people how I'm feeling. Let's see. Okay. It's clear that chronic pain can affect your mental health and vice versa. It's not just from the difficulty of living with the chronic conditions. Studies suggest catastrophizing, ruminating on pain and difficult symptoms can increase your chronic pain levels and cause more fatigue. Therapy can help you accept living with chronic pain, which doesn't mean you're okay with debilitating pain. Acceptance in this context means facing the reality chronic pain isn't going away and learning new ways to manage your symptoms. Alongside other treatments like medication, therapy is simply another tool you might want to add to your arsenal. Doctors don't understand because most of them don't know what chronic pain feels like. I agree, Jamie. That's why this lady's perspective is interesting to me because she does have chronic pain issues. I think that the best therapist for whatever they're specializing in is a therapist who's gone through it. So, like, I had a therapist who was an addiction specialist because I've mentioned it before. I have been in rehab. And so I came out and I went to therapy. She had never dealt with an addiction. She had not had an addiction. She Didn't really even know anybody who had addictions, but she was a specialist. How is that? She wasn't helpful. I only went to her once. How do you become a specialist in the field that you've never had experience in? So I agree. Let's see. Where did I stop? Okay. It helps with managing my stress levels, which help overall. Also good for dealing with my fibro fog, says Mighty community member Mary about therapy's benefits. Therapy was important for me because I had not dealt with mental health issues before chronic pain. Not only was I new to the chronic pain world, I was new to mental health issues. Yes, Joe, I totally understand that as well. Yeah. And I think that, and I don't know if you realized immediately that you needed to go to a therapist for mental health issues, but I think that sometimes we deal with the chronic pain, and I'm big on therapy, love therapy, but there are people who have chronic pain for a long periods of time who do not go to therapy and are just miserable. And I think that realizing that we need to do that, I need to stop. I'm having anxiety as well, and I'm picking at my skin. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. Oh, goodness. So my skin is being torn apart by my fingernails, and it's because of the sale of the house. We did get an offer, but I can't seem to keep my hands off my face. I was new to mental health issues. Actually, Jason was the one who thought I needed mental health help. I only tried it for him, and thank goodness I did. That is awesome, Joe. Yes, it's great that you did. It really is. And you're a benefit from that as well. Um, but a lot of people with chronic pain don't do that because, like you said, before the chronic pain, you didn't have any issues. But being in pain on a daily basis affects your outlook on everything, on life, on relationships, on even on just making sure when you go somewhere, hey Wilma, making sure when you go somewhere that you aren't embarrassed, right? That you have your ambulatory aids to get around. Um, there are so many things now that I am dealing with that I never in my wildest imagination realized, you know, never realized. But chronic pain comes with lots of things, and dealing with insurance companies can stress you out. Totally, totally. Um, let's see, everybody saying hi to Wilma. Welcome, Wilma. So we're talking about chronic pain. And I am doing well, and we're talking about how it pertains to mental illness. And I think Joe hit it on the head. You may not have had any issues. I did have mental health issues before my chronic pain, but a lot of people don't. And then they're in chronic pain and they don't realize that that can cause, or it can exacerbate your pain, your mental health wellness, your mindfulness, all that. We're dealing with an insurance company over our crazy roof. Yeah. And they probably are giving you a hard time. Honestly, I feel like I have a full-time job just dealing with insurance. It is for treatment. It is a full-time job. Finding the doctors who take the insurance and finding a good doctor who takes the insurance. Chronic pain isn't recognized unless you've got chronic pain. I'm not sure, Nona, but that's true that your doctor's not going to recognize it until you have it. But yeah, dealing with insurance companies can stress you out. Just going to the grocery store when you have chronic pain issues can be difficult. Taking a shower can be difficult. I can't tell you how much I love my new giant. It's just a garden tub, no jets, nothing fancy, but I can fit a chair in there one of those shower chairs, and I can actually take a shower sitting down in this tub. I love it. Love it. And it's something I had to adjust to, something I had to figure out because I had difficulty standing in the showers for long periods of time. And here in the new house, the showers are small. The tub is huge, but the showers are really small. I have a separate shower from the tub that I can barely turn around in. And then we have a bigger shower in the guest bathroom, but it's not as big as our last shower we actually built. And so it was bigger because we built it. So if that person, right, if that person doesn't have any pain, yeah, they have difficulty understanding. Yeah. Hi, Sultana. How are you? So we're just going over some chronic pain and mental health stuff. Let's see what else we got going on here. But yeah, I think we don't necessarily realize how they go hand in hand and how um having chronic pain can create mental health issues just because of the daily struggles you have with it. Anxiety, depression. Absolutely. Joe said, we just went to Florida and I wish I hadn't, which sucks. Oh, the trip was too much and I'm paying for it now, but what do you do? I didn't want to lose all the money we put into the trip. Right, right. Did you have trouble like finding things to help you get around? I don't know anything about Florida. I guess a good question would be, had a dude anniversary yesterday, 20 years. DOOD anniversary. I'm not sure what that is, Wilma. DOOD anniversary. But I don't know if every place is disability friendly. Am I saying that right? Oh, good. Oh, good, Wilma. That's awesome. Like when you're on the plane, when you're deboarding the plane, do they have, things for you to use? When you're walking, and I know that that has to be difficult. Are wheelchairs available? Are electric wheelchairs available? What is available for people who have disabilities? And because I'm going with my niece, we're taking a trip just for the weekend in September. It's for her graduation and her, what else was it? She graduated. It's mostly for her graduated and she's engaged. So we're going to go to a B&B. And so I'm hoping there are bedrooms on the first floor, first of all, because I know there's going to be walking. So I'm going to bring my big walker and I hope that someone has room in their vehicle for it because I really am hoping to ride with someone. And if not, I may have to take that aluminum walker, which is not as user friendly as, because the other one I have, it's bigger, but it's got a seat on it. And if I can't, if I have trouble walking, then someone can push me. So, oh, Joe said, everyone was accommodating and nice, but they couldn't stop my pain. They even got me a disabled room close to the elevator. Oh, that's great, Joe. I understand. So you were able to have the help and stuff, but just the physical pain affected the trip, affected your enjoyment of the trip. I understand that. Yeah. Yeah. You have to let them know from the beginning that you're disabled, though. I would definitely do that. We're gonna drive, so that's a one thing that I don't. My sister said it's only an hour. Anyway, we'll see. It's only an hour away. It's a few months away, and so I'm hoping that what am I hoping? I'm hoping that I will enjoy the trip, basically. But it is a concern of mine. It's a concern when we have chronic pain. We have to think ahead. And my sister's coming too. My sister you guys met on that live, she's coming too. So I'm hoping I can bring the walker and she can use it as well too. If she's having a worse day than I am, we can like share it. But I dread going to Ohio in September and October. 20-hour ride with 5 animals. Yes, that is long time. Yeah, this is only supposed to be an hour away, but then they want to go to Niagara Falls, which is an additional 4 hours. That's the part that's going to be difficult because we're going to go and come back, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that's going to be tough. Um so I totally understand. Yeah. Getting there is going to be something else. And then when you get there, I'll pray for you and Crystal, that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Wilma's is going to be 20-hour ride is going to be tougher than my 4 hours to Niagara Falls. Yeah. 20 hours. Whew, holy cow. I just can't even imagine. Yeah. But thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. So we have to plan everything out. We have to like Joe said, you got to tell them in the beginning what's going on. When you book a hotel, you got to tell them in the beginning, I can't walk up a lot of stairs. I can't, like, can I be by the elevators? That kind of stuff. I usually end up having a seizure when we get there, then on bed rest for a couple days. Oh, Wilma, how long do you stay? How long do you usually stay? So you said September and October. You're welcome, Wilma. We're glad you're here and that you can talk to us about it today. So, yeah, so we have to plan for those things when we have chronic illness, where before, when we have chronic pain, before it was like, oh, you'll be there for 2 months. I see. Okay. So after you recuperate, then you will have time to enjoy yourself. But then you have the trip back home, which is, yeah. Luckily, my husband is awesome, but you get to your location, then you have to recover, then you don't get much time on a trip. Yeah. Especially if it's just a few days or a week, Yeah, you don't. So we have to we have to plan all that stuff in, and I know Miss Jamie, she just had to drive from Indiana to Pennsylvania. I know that was quite a trip for her too. Same, my hubs, he is awesome. All right, Wilma, that's great. So if Miss Jamie wants to talk about her drive to Pennsylvania, I know that it was difficult for her as well, and she needed several days to recuperate. Yeah. And then, we're talking about trips. Just going to the grocery store and then you get home and it's like, if my husband's not here, I bring the stuff that I have to put in the refrigerator in, but everything else he brings in for me, because after you've done that, you're not feeling it. 7 days after driving from Pennsylvania to Indiana, LOL. Yeah. And how are you feeling? Yeah, we were wondering how you were feeling. And that's like an 8 or 9 hour drive, Jamie. Yeah. Yeah. So it becomes like another person in your life that you have to always include. A huge helpful piece of advice: be proactive on everything. Pre-plan anything you can to accommodate your pain. Yes. Yes. And then living is learning. So this is my first big trip. Like, I went to Indiana and saw Jamie, but that was only a 3-hour drive. And then I stayed over and then drove home and I was fine. That was okay. 3 hours I could do. Because then I'm pretty sure I stopped and ate. So probably an hour and a half and then drove the rest of the way home. So but 4 hours and I'm not necessarily going to be driving, so nobody's going to want to stop to accommodate me. So that's the thing, is if I'm driving, I can do that. But if I'm not, so yeah. Pre-plan. Yes, absolutely. Pre-plan everything you can. Plus, they wouldn't film my Lyrica because it was already transferred once, so they wouldn't transfer it twice. So I had horrible heat flashes the whole way to Pennsylvania. Oh, there's that insurance again. Medication, insurance. It all becomes, and that's like you were saying, Joe, it's a full-time job. It really is. Taking care of yourself once you start to have these issues, it really is a full-time job. Now, it's different than when we had to go to work, but it's not better. It's just different. Yeah. I would say that Um, if I had to work a full day now, I would not be able to function probably like Jamie said for a week because even just a couple hours, and I try not to do that 2 hours in a row, but we've been going to the old house. We did get an offer and we're trying to get more stuff out that we can, but I can't do it for too long. I'd say maybe an hour, and then we bring them home and then take a couple days to unload. Um, and our oldest needs extra attention. He doesn't like the crate and he has to be with me. Oh, okay. Oldest cat. Yeah. I took my medicine. Why am I losing my concentration? I told you guys the house is causing me anxiety. It's nobody's issue, just the house. We just can't wait to get it sold and get it just be done. Okay. Okay. It helps therapy helps with managing my stress level, which helps overall. Also good for dealing with my fibro fog. Mary said about therapy's benefits. And then let's go down here to the pain is not all in your head. How many times have we heard that? Oh, Jamie, we had to move one of our trips because they wouldn't transfer my meds. It's hard because we have our pain, but they make our solutions so hard to get. Exactly. Wilma says her kitty cat is 16. Holy cow. She said what should have took 9 to 10 hours took her 14 hours because I was tired and didn't feel good. Oh, man. Man. Ugh. Just that just, oh, I feel for you, Jamie. That just is. I would probably stop every 2 or 3 hours, and then it would take me much longer because of that getting out, and, they get stiff, and then if I walk around for a little bit, it's like I can't sit too long and I can't stand too long. It's very you guys know anyway. Um, so if I drive for a couple hours, then get out and stretch, I can't just stretch and be like 5 minutes and get back in the car. It takes me 5 minutes to get out of the car, right? And then walk around, loosen up, and then stretch a little bit. So we're talking at least a half an hour. So yeah, it would have added to my trip as well. I just went to one doctor to see how I was to travel. I was cleared for that and now got to go to a regular doctor and get a higher sleeping and pain meds. So you are being proactive. You are planning out your meds and everything. So that's good, Wilma. I think you're on the right track. I'm going to go back over here. Oh, I got to put my glasses on. I tried to go 4 hours without stopping. Then we had to stop so I could vomit for an hour from the pain. Feels like there's no good solution. Ugh. 4 hours without stopping. Even saying it, I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I might have to just stay at the house and skip the night. I've been to Niagara Falls, so we'll see if I do that portion of the trip or not. I have a suspicion. Let me tell you, I have a suspicion. I think that we're going to Niagara Falls it's Canada because I live in Michigan, because my niece and her girlfriend, her fiance, I think they're going to get married, but that's just a suspicion. That's just my suspicion. Don't tell anybody. So I think that might be what's happening. That's why I absolutely want to go. So if not, it's still going to be a fun trip. They're getting an Airbnb, and then it's just for the weekend though. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. But 4 hours, I'm concerned about it, Joe. I'm going to take my CBD with me. I don't think, does Canada have an issue with CBD? And if you have any problems there so far, I should be okay in the hospital if I have to go. Oh, okay. If you have any problems, okay. You'll love it there, Wilma said. Crystal, you might ask if they can stop. You'd be shocked at how many people are willing to help. Oh, I'll definitely ask. And then, like I told you, my sister's going too. And so I think she's going to have to do the same thing as me. We're going to have to get out. Hers is, she has the fibromyalgia, but she also has hip and some joint issues. So no, Canada doesn't have CBD, or what did I just say, Wilma? I don't remember. No, Canada doesn't. Will you remind me? But I think I can take my CBD. I don't think they'll throw me in Canadian prison. So, but CBD is not THC. It's just these gel caps that I take at nighttime for, it helps with the inflammation in my knees. And when I have a lot of pain, it helps me to kind of get numb a little bit. Like if I've been busy all day, I'll take them a couple hours before I go to bed, and then I'll take it again at bedtime. Oh, I have a friend that lives in Canada about CBD. Okay. I know what you mean, Joe. When my son got married, my doctor called out my pain meds to Indiana before I moved there, but he got married in Tennessee, so the day they could fill was same day he was to leave. Yeah. Okay. Canada does not have CBD. Okay. So I will be taking my capsules, not the oils, just the capsules. So it just looks like medicine. But I did do a video on my recent order, and I am going to post that. I just haven't edited it yet, about CBD, because it helps me a lot. It helps me a lot. And what it helps is that I don't have to take a lot of pain meds unless I'm really, really in it, unless the CBD doesn't help. But for now, at the point I'm at now, the CBD does help. So that would be awesome, Wilma, if you just want to message me. And on Instagram, just message me on Instagram if you have it. And I know they're not here. I think the one person was here earlier. Photo. I picked my winners from 2 weeks ago for the Pride drawing, and I have it's Zell. She's not here today, but she does come in often. And then I have Envita. Envita was here earlier. Are you still here, Envita? You won. There were 2 people won the giveaways, and it's the Pride giveaway. So I need their information. I'll post it on my community tab so that hopefully they can see that if they're not here today. But I did draw those before we started because I wanted to let them know if they were here. And I know Envita was here earlier. I don't know if they left or if they're coming back, or so. I will post that. So thank you, Wilma. I appreciate that. No matter how nice everyone is, you feel like a bother. You know, it's inconvenient. Even Jason will say not to worry about it, but I know we are going out of our way because of my health. Yeah, Joe, that is true. That is true. But you would do the same. And I think he knows that. Friday, Jamie? I'm not sure. I have a dentist appointment, but that's all I have on Friday. Maybe we can chat this week sometime. But I think we could go live Friday. I think I'm good for that. We're going to start all over because Joe was our slumber party winner. Joe, I hope you got to spend that. I hope you got to spend your gift card. Yeah, I think we're all like that because even sometimes I feel, like, because they'll slow down for me, or they'll be walking ahead, like my family, they'll be walking ahead and I'll go, no, you don't have to slow down. I'll catch up eventually. You're fine. Yay me. My random knowledge came in handy. Yes, Joe, you did awesome. And me and Jamie sent her a $30 gift card. And I believe it was to Amazon. Wavy like the ocean. Happy Wellness Wednesday, and all the ladies as well. Welcome, Wavy like the ocean. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about chronic pain as it pertains to mental health today. Are you a chronic pain warrior? Wavy like the ocean? Let us know. So let's see. Yes, congratulations to Joe. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. That's my issues. All right, great. Yep, everybody welcome Wavy like the ocean in. And congratulate Joe. Among other issues. Yeah, we totally get it. We totally get it here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back and see what else we have to read about. I should do this so you can see first. Okay, the pain is not all in your head. That's why I went back. I was like, how many times have we heard that? We've heard that the pain is all in your head, and we're saying it is not. It's also important to note that trying therapy for chronic pain doesn't mean your pain is all in your head or your symptoms are your fault because you're thinking wrong. That is simply not true. Dr. Evans highlighted that sometimes doctors have a hard time once they've tried all the traditional Western medical practices. But a multifaceted, multidimensional approach is necessary for a complex condition like chronic pain. Truth be told, perhaps a doctor's sense of this must be all in your head is a more of a reflection of the limitations of that practitioner's knowledge, Evans said. I agree, Evans, that it's more of a reflection of your doctor, their knowledge. Many practitioners are fixated on the limited solutions of their systems and don't take the time to learn more about approaches that are foreign to them, but bring relief and facilitate recovery for people. I'm talking about respecting different approaches such as bodywork, nutritional food as medicine, herbalism, energy medicine, and the like. And we do know that a lot of those treatments that weren't commonplace before, a lot of the treatments are being more widely accepted. A lot of the treatments for chronic pain are becoming more widely accepted, like acupressure or acupuncture, I'm sorry. And then the energy healing that they were talking about too. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So let me finish that little bit there. Okay. Even though some therapies are designed to work well for chronic pain patients, it might not work for everyone, especially depending on your individual therapist. Therapy should be one element of a larger care package. Mighty community member Lucy said, I was prescribed psychologist sessions for chronic pain. I quit after 2 or 3 sessions, said Lucy. The health professional in me can see it might be of benefit, and I put it down to you'd have to find that very, very rare psychologist who is actually able to believe pain people and talk to them with a functional aim. That was a little confusing for me. A lot of big words. What therapies work for chronic pain? Some types of therapy are more effective than others when your primary goal is managing pain. For example, research suggests that about 50% of fibromyalgia patients experience a positive benefit from cognitive behavioral therapy. In comparison, 30 to 50% of patients find FDA approved fibromyalgia medications are helpful. There are 3 types of therapy that research shows are effective for chronic pain, including cognitive behavioral therapy, acceptance and commitment therapy, and condition specific variations on CBT. Okay. Now, if anybody has had these therapies or knows what they're about, let's see. I've been told I got so many different things. Yeah, because when they're trying to figure it out, they go by the symptoms, and then a lot of the symptoms overlap before they can get to what is actually going on. My regular doctor and I got into an argument about a test I know I didn't need. The nurse comes in and says, I'm having the test today. I said, no. She argued with me and I walked out. Wilma is talking about meditation. Yes, that's one of the, I think, Eastern medicine things that a lot of doctors do accept meditation now, though. A lot of doctors do. Thank goodness for spelling. I could not spell that word. Oh, fibromyalgia. I understand, Wilma. I had so many lupus tests over the years, all negative. I finally said I didn't find it necessary. My old doctor got ill with me. Luckily, my GP agreed with me. Yeah. They never told me what I had, just talks about the seizures. Okay. And honestly, and we've talked about this before, doctors are people. And they only know what they've been taught unless they're progressive and they try to learn things on their own. So we have to remember that they may have more knowledge and more experience in some areas, but they are not us. They do not know our body 100%. If you've been going to this doctor since you were 10, maybe they do, but I don't know anybody who's had that luxury. Let's see. They told me what I had okay. I don't care if they like it or not. It works, takes me to my happy place. Yeah, exactly. All they do is get the highest expensive tests like sonogram, MRI, CAT scan instead of really doing special things. I keep changing until I find a good one. Yes, that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. We know our body better than them. Yes. And finding a good doctor is difficult. It's a full-time job for us with chronic pain because a good doctor is going to make your life easier. It's going to make your life better. And if they listen to you, hopefully they will help you more. You know, you don't want a doctor that doesn't believe you, that isn't knowledgeable in in different conditions, or isn't willing to try different things. If I go in and my doctor doesn't mention something and I say, I was reading this thing. She doesn't roll her eyes and say, "Oh, you're self-diagnosing." I say, "Do you think it might be something that we could try?" And she'll say, "Well, this hasn't been scientifically proven, and the insurance company probably wouldn't do this." Or she'll say, "Yeah, why not? Let's give it a try." Or I can give you a referral to someone who knows more about it. I have an awesome doctor. I do. I do. It took us twice before we found this one, and now even he is getting upset with her. Oh, okay. I hate when they ask you what your pain is from 1 to 10, but don't believe your answer. Why ask if you don't believe you? Anyway, my sister said it's always above a 5. Always. No matter what they ask you. It's very hard, wavy like the ocean. I finally got a fully amazing team, which includes one main GP, 5 specialists. It was years getting them all on board with each other. It's a full, let's just call it what it is, full-time job. Full-time. Getting your team together, years and years of finding good doctors that you like that will treat you well. So I did change most of what I eat, even though I don't eat bad. It's just I had to give up dairy. My weakest is chocolate, specifically Cadbury. That's difficult to give up. Yeah, yeah. You don't say it's a full-time job. Yes, yes, it is. We with chronic pain, it is. It takes over your life, but hopefully you can still be happy and live to the best of your ability, and just keep on keeping on, right? Anything caffeine is bad too. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So everyone has different approaches, and like we said, my pain is high enough that I should go to the hospital, but the hospital doesn't help, so why go? I've been hurt 20 years. I know the pain still. Oh, sorry about that. I turned the volume down. I do try lots of herbs, home thing. It's been helping. I have really bad gut problems. Yeah, I think we all do that, don't we? We try the over the counter things. I'm a big aromatherapy fan. I love me some lavender. Um, and like I said, I'm using the CBD, which is legal it's legal in the United States. And so I use that. And I'm having a little bit of a fog today, I suppose. I keep losing my train of thought. I don't know why. Um, I did give my nice chair to my sister. Her partner, he came home from the hospital. He had a stroke, and she needed a smaller office chair. And so I gave her my small one. It didn't have arms or anything. It was very nice for this room. And she gave me her giant one, and it's way too big. So so I'm sitting on a stool, which is slightly uncomfortable, and I don't know if that's what's causing me to do this. Let's see. I do try lots of herbs, things. I've been hoping. I have really bad gut problem. Okay, I am from South America, so I grew up with that stuff. Okay. And those types of medicines may be what helps everybody. They may be what helps you feel better. And that's not to say that we shouldn't all try them. Um, but again, doctors are not really on board with too many herbs unless there have been studies and things like that. So I'm all for it. My brother is big on herbs and uh, all kinds of stuff like that. I've tried several different types of supplements herbal supplements. I think that's what I was trying to find out. I was trying to say. So yeah, I know how you feel, Wilma. My face is swollen from a sore tooth, but disability people don't have dental. Okay. Yes. I'm hoping. And he is in a his mindset is not as positive as we had hoped it would be after this incident. So he's home now, so we have to see. We have to see. My husband tried to grow a lot of herbs, plants for digestive issues. Yeah, I'm allergic to lavender, but use other herbs, sage and jasmine is. I love jasmine and sage as well. Thank goodness I'm not allergic to food, but my stomach is. Yes, sometimes our digestive systems are not cooperating, especially if you do take a lot of pain medications, and that's another thing we haven't added to the equation. We've got insurance, we've got doctors, we've got medications and side effects, different ways that we need to get around for ourselves. Um, yes, I appreciate that. He's doing much better. We just had hoped that a lot of it after a stroke is attitude, wanting to get better, wanting to do better, get back to who you are. And he's been told several times by different doctors. He even went to a doctor who had a stroke and said, you can come back fully. You just have to do the work. So, yeah. Wilma says, I'm allergic to shellfish. My husband is as well, Wilma, allergic to shellfish. I am allergic to mango. If I eat too much mango, I break out. Right, Joe? I have to take 4 extra pills for the side effects of the pills I take for pain. Exactly. And Wavy, can I call you Wavy? I hope that's okay. Or would you prefer Ocean? I am glad I caught this live. Finally, I can relate to all these ladies. Don't give up. Research is a full-time job. It is. And we have to be our own advocates. Another thing to add to the list, we have to be our own advocates, because if they won't listen to us, if they don't believe us, mangoes. When I was in my 20s, I ate an actual fresh mango. If it's fake, I can drink it, but fresh mango, just the acid in it, I guess, it makes me break out. Michelle. Awesome, Michelle. Wavy or Michelle? I'll probably call you Wavy because I'm not really good with names, but I will try to remember Michelle. I promise you. If it's in, because Wilma's name is not Wilma, that's her cat's name, but I keep calling her Wilma because it's in her name. And I'm just so bad. Welcome, Michelle. Yes, it's so good. It's so good to meet new people. Have a great day, Wilma. Thank you for stopping by. Yep, yep. And so that's how I found out, though. I ate a whole mango because they're only like so big. And yeah, I broke out so bad. So, but yeah, you're here. We're wellness warriors, we're mental health warriors, we're chronic pain warriors. And I just try to pick a topic that I'm feeling for the day. Like I haven't been on for a couple of weeks because summer has been so busy for me. I think Kim sent me over to you or Bonnie. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. In one of my collabs, probably. Yeah. I love collabing. I love Bonnie. She's a sweetie too. And so is Kim. But yeah, if we're so glad to have you here. And I try to do on Wednesdays, but summer's been not, it's been sporadic because I have been so busy. And winter will probably be more like weekly or bi-weekly. I posted on my community tab, so if you are a subscriber, you'll get that notification. And if you're not sure, it's always Wednesday at 1:30 when I do it. I always do it at the same time, but I don't do it every single Wednesday. That's my goal. But summer's just been crazy busy, and I have a lot of stuff going on. Not trips and stuff, just like family, husband, yard work, which I do a little bit every day. I try not to do too much. Yeah, just come when you can come. No pressure, no stress. We do not want to do that here. We want you to come, learn whatever you want to learn, chat about whatever you need to chat. And if the topic is not what you're needing that day, we can always still stop and talk for a few minutes about whatever you need to talk about. And then I just try to go back to the topic just so we can still have a little bit of structure, but it's not required. And sometimes I don't have a topic, so. Bye, Joe. I will try. Okay, it's a lot here because the weather's bad here. Okay, where are you at? Michelle, where are you at? Plus, I got a puppy grandson. Aw. Have a great day, Joe. Let's see. What time is it? Are we running behind? Are we running ahead? Or what do we got going on? There we go. 2:30. We have a half an hour. I didn't get that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to turn on Siri. Okay. All right, we're back. Upstate New York. Okay, his picture is on your YouTube. All right, when we get done, I'll pop over there. Hi, Frugal Mama. How are you doing today? How are you doing? We're talking about how mental health relates to chronic pain. And then we have a new visitor, Wavy Like the Ocean. We've been chatting, and let's see what else. That's pretty much it, because this summer doing okay. I'm doing good. Been busy this summer, real busy. Okay, great. I'm glad you're with us here. Yep. And then you can always go back through the lives. If you go to the live chat, I think it will take you to their channels or let you subscribe to them. I'm not positive. And so Wellness with Frugal Mama does videos. Wavy Like the Ocean, I don't know if you do videos, but Jamie does. A lot of the people in our chat are YouTubers. So be sure to check everybody out. And just know when you come here, it's a safe space and we support each other. And you can tell us anything that you need to tell us. No judgment, no trolls. We whack the trolls out. We just get rid of them. We don't even entertain that. So, okay, thank you very much. We appreciate your support. But if you're interested in checking out any of the ladies in the chat, there's more of us here. Let's see. So let's go back to what are the best. Oh, I need to to put you back here. Let's see, right here. There we go. And we're on. Okay, these are the 3 different types of mental health, the therapy that's supposed to be good for chronic pain. Cognitive behavioral therapy is one of the most common types of therapy for chronic pain because it is effective for other conditions. When you try CBT for chronic pain, your therapist will help you learn skills such as mindfulness, reframing thoughts that might make your pain worse, coping skills to get through bad pain days, and that's very important, coping skills, tracking your pain and fatigue levels, and even ways to communicate what you're going through with others. Okay. CBT helps me to not feel so hopeless or useless when I'm in pain, says Mighty Member BV. Therapy has helped me keep my emotional self separate from my physical pain so the two do not feed each other and spiral out of control. It's expensive, but well worth it. Because CBT has been around for decades, it's backed by a significant amount of research suggesting it can benefit people who experience chronic pain as well as other chronic illnesses. It's largely considered the gold standard therapy for chronic pain. In addition, CBT is one of the most accessible types of therapy. Lots of therapists having CBT training, and you can often complete a course of CBT therapy in less than a year. All right. CBT therapy. So that's the first type of therapy. And we're going to go back over here. Let's go to the second one. Let's see. Acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT. Now they turn these into, they shorten these because of course acceptance and commitment therapy is a lot to say in the hallmark of ACT is an emphasis on mindfulness and acceptance of your present situation, which can be helpful to chronic pain patients. ACT is a newer therapy that helps you shift your focus from making the pain go away completely to living your best life while still experiencing chronic pain. As painful as this acceptance can be, and grief may be a part of the process for you, it can free up some of your mental space to focus on your life goals. Skills you might do with your ACT therapist include mindful practices, seeing your identity as separate from your chronic pain, defining your values, and learning ways to cope with difficult thoughts and emotions. Some difficult thoughts and emotions that I personally have when dealing with chronic pain are, we've talked about it, feeling like I'm an inconvenience, feeling hopeless, like, why can't I do this? Why I used to be able to do this, but I can't do it now. Why me? Wah, on a really bad day. But I did when I first, after the surgery, when I really went through a lot of that, I want to get back to 100%. And then when I didn't, when I still had the pain, I was like, why me? What can I do? No motivation. Absolutely. That's part of it as well. Just feeling like you want to do everything you used to do and you can't now. So that's the acceptance part. I think you have to accept that. And that was hard for me to accept. I was a go person, a go all the time, work, shopping, family, friends, go. And now I have to know my limitations. I don't have to say I can't do anything. But I do need to know that if today I am going to do something, my friend's birthday, we both love to go to this big mall and we go to the Cheesecake Factory. So we eat and then we walk around and we look book, So I had to take my cane, but I do not schedule anything now the next day because I know I will either be in pain the next day or not. I don't know exactly, but I need to make sure that I don't have anything going on the next day for sure. And then like this trip I was talking about in August or September, I'm going to need to make sure that I have a couple days off of nothing when I get back. No doctor's appointments, nothing, where I can sleep when I need to sleep. I can take the medication I need to take to get the swelling down and get the pain under control and all that. So I did have to accept and learn those things about myself. No energy as well. Yeah, especially after a day like that. Yeah. Me too, but today is good. I am doing laundry and because I have the puppy who needs my care. And that helps too. Having your mind. I have 2 cats. They'll be 2. Did they just turn 2? I think they just turned 2. Or no. Yeah. Yeah, I think they just turned 2. And so they do keep my mind. They do get my attention and they keep me distracted when I need it. So if I do yard work after, I feel it, but while I am doing it, I am okay. I do wear a back belt. Yeah, it's like while you're doing it, your mind. I love yard work because my mind concentrates on what's going. Think about. I don't think about bills. I don't think about medication. I just think about what I'm doing in the moment outside. And the next thing you know, it's been 2 hours. So so then the next day or that night, I make sure I put patches on or ice or take the CBD. So my son is supposed to be bringing the rest of my stuff in September. We'll see if that happens. Oh, I hope so. That's a long ways away. So I hope he brings it for you. So yeah, that definitely makes sense to me, that ACT therapy. Excuse me. Yeah. So your identity is separate, defining your values, learning ways to cope with difficult thoughts and emotions. Okay. Now, the third type is chronic illness specific, CBT. And you know what makes me happy about this article is that years ago, there was no chronic pain CBT. Now there is. I think it was 2018, I was introduced to CBT therapy, and that was at the rehab. And at that time, there was no chronic pain CBT, 2018, and now there is. That makes me very happy to hear things like that we are progressing, that we are trying to take care of people, that there are people. Oh, puppy went quick. I'm back. Hey, Joe. Sometimes you get that they go out and they take care of the business, and sometimes they're just sniffing around for a while. Oh, and it's your vanity too, Jamie said. Her son's not bringing her vanity till September. Oy. Wavy said, I am home since the end of 2019. I don't drive. We moved up here 4 years. My husband said, stay home. I'll do lots of stuff at home. Plus, when I am motivated, I do decor. Okay. Yeah. So my journey started in 2021. Yeah, I went off work and then my surgery was in 2022 March. So it's been a year March that I had my knee surgery, and that I went off work because I had so much pain in my knees. So now I lost my train of thought again. Sorry, you guys. I usually can stay. I had 1 cup of coffee today. Maybe that's my problem. I've been drinking iced tea because it's hot out. So it's not as strong as coffee, I know. Obviously. All right. My journey started November 2007. I make hacks to make our lives easy. Yes. We love hacks. I don't want surgery, but my right knee is so bad. That's the knee I had surgery on. And I just did the right knee first. My mom had both her knees done, but I think hers were much worse than mine. She was older than me when she had them both done, because when she got hers done, hers isn't 100% either, but she said that she had a lot of relief. So I think she was in much, much more pain than I was. And I just can't even imagine. But I have high pain tolerance. I think I probably get it from her. So I had one knee done. And because I was going to go back to work. I really thought I was going to be able to go back to work. And then work for a little bit and then get the other done. So the longer the better, actually, because I need to make my mom not mad at my daughter-in-law, because right now she's very angry with her. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and Michelle says same thing. So did I. Yeah. I really thought I was going to go back to work. And then when this knee wasn't like I was 20 years old, I became very depressed. I did. I think that might be when I started my mental health wellness Wednesdays. One pain management said I have a high tolerance for pain. I know I do. I know I do. Um, and I'm thinking hers is even higher because I had my surgeries done when I was 50. So I'm 53 this year. So I was 52 when I had the first knee done. And I just kept thinking, when's the pain gonna go away? Because my left knee is not done and it does hurt, but they both hurt about the same right now. I know that eventually the left knee will have to be done, but I'm not looking to do it anytime soon. Let's see. Oh, he tried giving me Valium meds to calm. It did not do well. I don't like Valium. Is that what you're talking about? I get all the meds eventually cause your gut problems. Yep. All you can't reverse what the meds did. Yep. Jamie has to take Jamie got hurt April 2004. So we've all been on this journey for all different times. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's why I have stomach problems too. I agree, Jamie. I agree. Pain meds will mess your gut health up. And I will take them. Like, I was trying not to take them with the knee surgery too much, but I had to. I mean, that was some serious pain there. So I had to take them all, but I do not do well with them. My digestion, it messes up my digestion. It's not even that and it does help with the pain. It's the digestive stuff. My tattoo artist said my rib tattoos usually make grown men shed a tear. I told him that little needle doesn't compare to what they shove in my back. LOL. I guess that means my pain tolerance is high. Absolutely, Joe. Rib tattoos, yeah. Grown men, yeah. That just shows that women are, we're tougher than they think we are. I'm telling you guys, the pills they keep selling us will cause gut problems unless it's specifically for major issues like kidney and stuff. Yeah, they do. They do. And they will give you medicine with the pain medicine because they know that it will cause you to have constipation and stomach issues and things like that. They will give you medicine for the side effects because they know you're going to get them. Yeah. So that's why I'm enjoying the CBD and it's legal in Michigan, so I have been trying some of the THC. I prefer the CBD at this point because my pain levels are manageable, but that doesn't do anything to my tummy. It doesn't make me constipated. It doesn't hurt you know. So as long as I can keep from that, I will. But even the knee with surgery, Michelle, hurts. I cannot kneel on that knee. And it's been over a year. And my mom can't kneel on hers either. So that's what makes me, she's going through the same things I am, but she's saying that the surgery helped her. So I'm thinking she must have been at like a 20 pain level, is what I'm thinking in my mind. Like, how did you do that for so many years when I was in, like I said, I was 53. I want to say she was, or 52. But when I went off work, I was 51. So I would say that mine became intolerable at the age of 51. And then she was 55, I think, when she had the surgery. And then she went back to work. Crazy lady. She had both knees done and went back to work. And so I was like, when I couldn't go back to work, I was like, I can't do it. I don't know how she did it. I think it was just the pain is here. I'm just going to do what I got to do. I took the sleep gummies. It does help. Yeah. I sit on the toilet and get back up. It feels like you're pulling my, and bending down is a no-no. I had to reschedule my doctor's appointment today because they made it for the morning and my stomach takes a bit to be manageable to leave the house. Oh, you do use CBD as well. Yes. I find it to be very good. I do, if it's worse than that, I do use the lidocaine and some Aleve. So I'm able to manage it that way, but I do rest a lot. I sleep in as much as I can, and I'm good at that. But I will wake up a couple times at night if I don't take my medicine. I use CBD at nighttime as well as my mental health meds to sleep. So I can sleep pretty solid for a good 5-6 hours, and then fall asleep again and sleep for another. So I got a gastro appointment. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, Jamie, they have to do it at night. I finally got okay. I'm a night owl. Yeah, I am as well. I get up around 9 o'clock in the morning. So, and I usually am asleep. It just depends on my day, but I'm asleep by midnight. So I get a 9 hours. I wake up, a good night is waking up once, but normally it's like 2 or 3 times. And then, I still use the Bengay on my shoulders. Everybody, I have like a whole ritual before I go to bed that I do. Put the patches on, because if I don't sleep good, then the next day I definitely feel like crap. There is no question. If I have woken up 3 or 4 times and I didn't take something for the pain, or I didn't take the CBD or whatever, when I wake up, let's see, I can sleep during morning hours yet. Where are you guys? My time here is 2:53. That's probably what I have as well. You're in New York. I'm in Michigan. So it's almost time for me I stop at 3. So, and then Joe is Central Time. So, do you use Voltaren, Joe? Yes. If the pain gets too much, I go to Voltaren for my knees. And then if that doesn't help, then I will take like an Aleve. But I have Voltaren, yep, as well for that. I stopped using it on my arthritis though. I use the CBD. I got to get that video. I bought a CBD balm that I use on my hands for the pain. So Sue. I'm not sure. I know I spell it wrong. I use Voltaren gel and diclofenac gel every day. Is that the same thing? Because I use the generic Voltaren, and I think it's the same thing. So me too. CBD balm for my knees. Yeah, I put that on if it's just achy, but if it's pain, I have to go to the lidocaine. But the CBD is known to help decrease inflammation. So that's my first go-to. I'll take that because I know reviews will shoot. Yeah. So I will take I'll put the balm on first. Then if that doesn't help, then I will use something like the Voltaren or what did I say? Sometimes I'll put on my shoulders like icy hot, something like that. And if that doesn't work, then I go to the meds, the Aleve and that kind of stuff. She's in Michigan too. One of the ladies in there. Oh, okay. I've never met her, but I know there are a lot of ladies in Michigan. Yeah, we do try everything. Also, oh my gosh. I can't believe I can't remember. She does unboxings and she lives in Michigan. Hello. There are a lot of ladies from Michigan. So, hey, Deb, how are you doing today? Do soaking sometimes too. Yeah. Yeah. Epsom salts like crazy. Yeah. I had a gel once that I used. I don't think it worked as good as like soaking. And that's why I say I love that big giant tub I have. So, we're just talking about chronic pain and mental health today, Deb. And I think we're getting ready to go here too. It's what time did we say we had? I need to go over here. There it is. It's 2:56 where I'm at. Yeah, but I love Sue too. She's awesome. Let me go back and let's see what we got here. Okay. So, chronic illness specific CBT, that's what happened. I was talking about how I think it's great that they have one specifically for that because that's what we need. We need stuff specific to the issues that we have because when, and you guys know, when they're just giving you all these tests and doing all these different things, they're just guessing. Okay, I know reviews with sushi. Oh yeah, yeah. She is full of energy. Yes, she is. I had a dentist appointment. Sorry, I missed it. No worries, Deb. It's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. And I have a dentist appointment Friday, so. But I was so excited to see that there is a treatment specifically for people with chronic pain. Oh, I need to put the thing back up here because I think that's important. I think that's very important. Chronic illness specific CBT. Now that research has established that CBT is effective for dealing with a variety of chronic illnesses, some experts have designed it specifically for certain conditions. For rheumatological pain and fibromyalgia. While these therapies are similar to most programs, they incorporate additional support just for chronic pain patients. For example, relaxations technique, building fun activities into your life, support for lifestyle changes like exercise or diet, stress management, goal setting, problem solving, and communication. Just remember, seeking therapy doesn't mean your pain is imaginary or all in your head. Therapy can help you learn new ways to cope with chronic pain and make sure your mental health is supported too, since living with chronic pain can be so difficult. Along with other options like medication, physical therapy, or lifestyle changes, therapy will likely only be one of several ways to manage your pain in the face of a complex symptom. That was a really good article. That was a really good article. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm going for is initial cleaning. Yes. Thank you guys so much. I thought that was a really good article. I really enjoyed that and learned a lot from it. And let me put my face up here. I learned a lot from it, enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. And I don't know what I've got going on next Wednesday. I will post it on my community tab. So if you need to chat with somebody and I'm not going live, you can always Instagram me. It's at Real Lady Electrician, just like my YouTube. And we can chat that way. I don't always get back right away, but I will get back. No worries. Thank you, Joe. She says she always enjoys Wellness Wednesdays. You ladies are awesome, and I sure do thank you. Thank you so much, Michelle. It was great to meet you. We hope to see you again. And everybody have a great day. And so that's all we've got going on. And I'm going to let you guys go. Okay? Bye, everybody. Bye.